Hello everyone. Purchase Dynamic Approval App helps user to dynamic and multi-level approvals in the request for quotation. User can configure dynamic approval from and purchase configurations and set an approval based on the minimum amount of the total and untaxed amount. RFQ should be approved by the user and the specific groups. User can view and email notifications about an approval rejection of the purchase order that we have created. After installing this module, we need to do some configuration. So for that, let's get into the settings. Under purchase, we can see an option to enable and dynamic approval. User needs to enable this option and set an approval based on the minimum amount of total amount or untaxed amount. Okay. Now I have added an total amount. Okay. So now let's save this one. So once this is done, let's create and purchase approval configuration. So for that, we need to get into the purchase. Under configurations, we can see an option for approval configuration. So let's get into that, where we can create and purchase approval with the minimum amount. So here we need to give the purchase approval as a heading or anything it will be. Okay. And here we need to add a minimum amount. And we need to enable this option named buyer always in CC and enter the approval details right away here. So if you add this option, it will add the person in the CC. Okay. And here in the approval details, we can do by using two methods. Like there are two types of approval process. One is based on the user, another one is based on the group. Here in the first one, I have used as a group. So here I have added like purchase approval user will have an access to approve the first level of approval. So once the user approve, then it is a chance to approve by the admin. So for that I have used an user here and I have added the user right away here in the below field. Okay. So like the first, it will be approved by the user who have the access rights with this particular group. And once it is done, you can see the user that I have selected here. This user have a responsibility to approve the second level of approval. Okay. So now let's get into the settings where you can see the users, where I have created three users. Okay. And this is the mutual admin, which is an admin, and mark demo is an purchase approval user, and the third one will be the test user, which I have created with no approval right. Okay. So this, when this user creates any purchase order, it will ask an approval from the mark demo user and then the mutual admin. So let's log in as the test user. So now you can see that I'm in the test login. Okay. So here let's get into the purchase and create a new purchase order, where we need to give that event done name and the products. So here I have added the unit price as 800. If it is above that, it will ask for an approval. So let's confirm this order. So this mail will be sent to the approver, like this is an information that you need to submit for an approval. So we need to approve it. So this mail will be sent to the approvers. Okay. And in the approval info, where we can see all the approval informations, like for whom it will be dedicated. Like you can see that it will be the first level approval will be the group which will be having an purchase approval user who having this access will have an access to approve this particular request that we have created. So for that, let's log in as a demo user which have an access purchase approval user. Now you can see I'm in the login of Mark Demo user. Let's get into the purchase. Under orders, we can see what are the approval for this user that we have. You can see the waiting for approval. Let's get into that. And these two are the approval not yet approved by this particular user. Okay. And like the same way, you can see all the my approvals, which is for this particular user. Okay. So now let's get into waiting for an approval state now. And this is the one that we have created. Okay. Now let's approve this by clicking on the approve option, which is available here. Now you can see an approval info, where you can see it will be changed the states to the second level and it will be approved by mutual admin. And you can see the first record will be approved by whom. Okay. All details will be seen in this page. So now you can see I'm in the mutual admin login. Now let's get into the purchase. Under orders, we can see all the orders which is in the pending state. Okay, waiting for an approval. And also you can see the waiting for an approval in this page, and also here we can see all the approval for this particular login. Okay, so here let's get into the one which is an 800. Okay, let's approve this. So from here in the approval info, you can see that it will be approved and approved date will be available here, and the approved by person will automatically fetch right away here. So for more information, let's get into the settings. Under technical, we can see all the emails that we have generated. So if the order is confirmed, you can see the confirmation email will be sent to the user. Okay. And in case if you submit for an approval, you can see the mail will be sent to the approver. Okay. To approve that particular request. And if it is rejected, you can see that it will be in the rejected state. This is inform you that the order will be rejected. Okay. So these are the emails templates that we have created. Now let's get into the purchase order and reject the one which we have created. So from here, let's get into the one which we have previously created. Now we can see an approve and reject. Okay, where if you click on the reject option, it will open a wizard where we can give an reason right away. So now we have given the reason here, and once it is done, let's click on the reject. And in this approval info, you can see and reject reason and rejected by which person, and also rejected date can also be seen here. On in the chatter, you can see the order will be rejected. This will be sent to the user to give an information like that order will be the rejected state now. Okay. So in this way, we can make use of this module to help user to dynamic and multi-level approvals in the request for quotation. If you have any queries regarding this video, you can ask in the comment box. We will definitely solve your queries. And if you feel this video is helpful to you, you can like this video and subscribe our YouTube channel for more Odoo related updates. To see more about and purchase related module, check our BrowseInfo playlist to see all newly updated purchase features that we have added. Thanks for watching.